and now currently working at the British Council Vietnam. This means she has no prior experience in this business, but why did she choose to start the business with Nu Skin just like I did? And what convinced her? And how did she grow the business from scratch? Let's find out together. So please type in the chat box so many eights as you can to give a warm welcome to Miss Queen 2.
Thank you, Miss Wisdom, for your very nice introduction to me and your beautiful story as well. Thank you very much. Okay, and welcome everyone to be in the Zoom with us today. And thank you for spending your time with us tonight. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, right, thank you. Right, so I'm going to talk about myself and also why I chose this job and also the opportunity that we need to be here and hear about this. That is the very potential opportunity. Okay, so let's me introduce a bit about myself first. But before that, I would like to thank you, our MC today, Miss Mikam, and also I would like to thank you all the translators today because they help us to connect with others in this room wherever we are, right? All right, and I'm very happy to see you like joining us from different places in the world. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is about me. So my name is To. I'm 40 years old, and currently I'm working in the educational field. I have been working in this field for 18 years already. So as you can see from the screen, I used to be a lecturer at a university in Hanoi. And then I was a teacher of English, and I also work in the academic side as a course developer, a recruiter, and a teacher trainer for some English centers. And currently, I'm working for the British Council, which is an international cultural and educational organization. So you can see that I have done a lot of like different activities with little kids, with the adults, with the trainees, and with like my college from Vietnam and from like many countries in the world. Okay, so I have joined a lot of activities from like teaching, working, organizing activities, and these activities can could make me an active person, and I was always ready to adapt in new environments, and I have always been very happy with like what I have done and what I can contribute to the world. I mean, to the world around me. Okay, right. So look at the screen. You may have a question about like who he is, right? So that is my brother, my little brother. For me, you may not know that I'm still single and I haven't got any kids yet. But that is the little brother that I'm responsible for, like raising him up since he was a little kid. Because like my family is difficult. I mean, it's complicated, and I mean, it's better for me to take care of him and like give him the best how can I say environment for education and for like other stuff as well. Okay, so these images about him from like since he was a little kid until now when he's a university student, that reminds me a lot of memories about like the time being with him. Like I remember that like in the past when he was little, I had to go to work every day, so he had to stay at home alone a lot. And I just remember you if you look at this picture, you can see that it's like the birthday cake here. So it was his birthday when he turned to 10 years old. Okay, so on that day, I had to be at work all day. and I was trying to leave home early to go home with him and to celebrate the birthday. However, I was dealing with a lot of deadlines and a lot of different tasks that couldn't make me leave home early. He kept calling me on phone and asked when I could go home and celebrate birthday. But I couldn't get home until 10 p.m. It was very late at that time for a kid, a 10-year-old kid, right? So at that time, when I got home, he was already sleepy and tired and wanted to sleep. But then he tried to be awake and join me to celebrate his birthday, which made me very touched. And I at that time I thought that, oh, I was trying to work very hard to make more money and to give him better education or better life quality. However, meanwhile, I just lost a lot of precious moments with him, and I started to think about how I could do to make it better, to have more quality time with him, and to have more stable finance status as well, so that I can make the life better. Okay, so you know that that is a very important turning point for everybody, right? When the COVID pandemic came, so at that time, it was a difficult time for everybody in the world. And in many companies, they started to look at their status and they started to cut down staff to balance with the owning and spending, right? So I was lucky to be those people who stayed after all the pandemic. However, every day, not at that time, but until now, I still see that the transformation is still happening, at least in my company, and I think that in many other companies as well. So seeing goodbye emails, not every day, but very frequently, make me so worried and think about how stable my job is, and is there any day that my turns will come for this one. So that is the time that I need to think seriously, that I need to do something else to make my status more stable and my finance status is better. Okay, so regarding to my health, I am a small person, not a big one. So my weight, I mean, in the past, I was not a fat person, but you can see on the screen that recently, I mean, last year or 2 years ago, I was gaining weight frequently, even though I tried a lot of ways to lose weight, like going to the gym or cut my carbohydrates in my meals, or I tried to have many different diets programs, but it didn't work until I found out the chance to know about the TRME program of losing weight. And then I joined the program for 3 months. And you can see here is my results after 3 months. I lost 6 kilograms and 13 centimeters of my waist. However, since then, I finished the program for 4 months already. So from the day I finished the program until now, my body gets fitter. So until now, I lost 8.5 kilograms and 15 centimeters off my waist. And now my waist is 60 centimeters, which I'm very happy about. And besides, my body has transformed well, but my health also improved a lot. And all the symptoms of my disease, like high cholesterol or blood, the fat in my blood has disappeared, which is like very precious for me. Okay, so since that moment when I could transform myself, I decided to like become a coach myself so that I can help other people like I was helped before. So you can see on the screen, these are some like images of me, of myself currently. So I hope that this transformation can give you some motivation to start if you haven't. Okay, so I feel happier and I feel that life is more meaningful. Okay, so I realized that the transformation is very precious, and I am always thankful for the program that I joined and make myself a better person. However, after that, I found out that behind the transformation period, I could find another opportunity which can make my life much better. Okay, so that is the reason, the main reason why I am here for sharing with you is about the India opportunity. Okay, so what is that? Okay, let's look at the screen now. You can see that when like joining the transformation program, we started to work with a company which is called Nuskin. And Nuskin is a very powerful partnership that we can work with because they have the HLOC Gen technology, which is the latest technology nowadays. They have like $2 billion around the world global revenue, and also up to now they have been to like more than 50 countries in the world, which means like everywhere in the world, right? So that's what that means that we can make business and have partners all around the world. Also, Nuskin has an online platform. I mean, online platform tools, not only one, but many tools. And this, and nowadays in our like life, digital life, online platform is very important to make our business better. And also, one more thing, they can leverage the compensation with the business that we are working with. Okay. Okay. So Nuskin is the company which is like located. I mean, the main center is located in the USA, and as I mentioned, it's like has been in like more than 50 countries in the world up to now. So why Nuskin is so like popular in the world? As you can see, because of the innovation. By innovating to stay at the forefront in technology with high quality and also low cost products, they can stay and they have like strong they are a strong competitor to other companies. So Nuskin is the owner of an HLOC brand. So their technology is like 15 billion brand. And this brand is so powerful and this is very innovative. Nuskin, they have around about 75 scientists working daily every year. And they spend a lot of money for researching to make the best products with low price to come to the customers. So you can see that Nuskin can control the process from like providing the raw materials for factories, they research and they work on development of the products. And also they work on manufacturing products. They launching the products and also they do the shipping direct products from the company to the customers. So that's why we don't have to store our products. We don't have to like rent houses or companies for our for us to store the products. We don't have to do that. The companies do themselves. Okay, and also Nuskin have created some of the best-selling products in the world today. For example, the Tiami products that is very popular around the world now, and maybe many of you have known about this, like us, who like joined the transformation program already. Okay, right. So you can see here, like Nuskin have like worked with Amazon and Infosys to work on like revolution. And one of the best things that they have worked now is about um, skincare, health, and the most important thing, the most special things is about AI and DNA. And it is like absolutely different and forefront comparing to other companies. So you can see that there is the DNA kit test, which is like coming very soon. With the DNA kit test, um, we can find out what our body needs, like the analysis from our body gen, and they can give you details of like what problems you are having. And the best thing is that they can give recommendations of like what you need to have, what products you need to use to solve your health problem. As you can see here, the recommendation here, what you need to avoid, what you need to stop doing, or what you need to, what products you need to use. And this helps a lot with your business. You don't need to give a lot of like consultation because the test can do it itself for the customers. Okay, right. So another thing that attracts me to the business is the money, the commission, right? So we are in the business. Everybody is in the business for making money, right? And it is like very attractive because Nu Skin actually pays one of the highest commissions in the industry, which is over 40% in commission. So you can see here, so it means that every dollar that they sell, 40 cents will be paid out to the people who love the products, who introduce to their friends and who do the business. And if they sell 2 billion, it means that $800 million will be paid out to the people like me, like you, or like for those people who do the business with us, with Nu Skin, right? So let's look at this one. Um, there is a very colorful chart, right? So that is another thing that attracts me to this business because it's the average income of a Nu Skin distributor every month. That is audited by the Waterhouse already, so it's like very trusted data and it's very potential. So you can see that like working with Nu Skin, you can have like different badges here. Means that you have different position, and with different position, you can have like different percentage of income of commission. So you can earn up to like $50,000 here with the commission if you reach this this position. Okay, so how fast you can make this money? It depends on you. So it depends on how you start and how fast you want it to be, and you can have the strategies to reach the goal that you want to have, right? So let's look at this one. That is the track record of Nu Skin. So in 2013, Nu Skin created 877 people who have like $1 million. So there are like $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, and $20 million people, makers. However, just after a few years, in April 2022, Nu Skin has already created like $1,998 million. And you can see the numbers here. A lot of like $1 million makers, a lot of 5 or 10 or even like $20 million makers here. Okay, so that is very potential, right? Right. So all of those that I have mentioned is about opportunities. So let me give you some stories about how you can grab the opportunities and how you can make it the best for you. Right. So the first story, in 1993, Nu Skin announced that they will open their market in Japan. Okay, and this person, okay, this guy, his name is Kaneko-san. He knew that Nu Skin will open the market in Japan, so he took action by grabbing the business opportunity straight away 2 years before the time that Nu Skin opened in Japan, which was in 1991. So he started to talk about Nu Skin with as many people as he could, because he knew that once Nu Skin opened the market in Japan, every dollar that Nu Skin sells in Japan, they will pay out to him up to 40 cents. So it means that it was very potential business to him. So because he focused on the pre-markets and he built the business for 2 years up to the opening date of Nu Skin in Japan. So within 3 years after Nu Skin opened in Japan, he made over 10 million US dollars from doing the business with Nu Skin. Wow, so that's amazing, right? So now, up to now, I can tell you that he makes more than 50 million US dollars with Nu Skin. Why? Because he started earlier than other people. Okay, so that's the way that he grabbed the opportunities. So the next story, in 1997, the window opportunity opened in Thailand. Right. So these two people, they were very young. Okay, John and Noon. At that time, they were only 24 years old. Very young people, right? So they knew that Nu Skin would open the market in Thailand. So they started to do the pre-market business. So and they realized that it's a very potential opportunity. And so they started to talk to people about this opportunity. So you can see that this is the chart of their business. You can see that from 1997 to 2004, it took them several years to make their first $1 million. So cool. However, after that, from 2004 to 2021, which means how many years that I cannot count now, but up to now they have been $20 million circle already, and their income has increased every year. So you can see that they became one of the 60 people in the world that earn more than $20 million, and now, of course, their income has increased every year, which is huge. Okay, so next story is about the opportunity that coming to Vietnam in 2012. Right. So these three people, like John, Nat, and Thera, they knew that when the opportunity came to Vietnam, it was very potential. So they started to travel to Vietnam back and forth between Vietnam and Thailand. And they started to talk to so many people, and they tried to find out the right people to work with. And finally, they found these two ladies, Quỳnh Anh and Vũ Hà. At that time, these two ladies decided to join the business with them because they understood that the business would be very potential. So up to now, they work together and they talk to so many people about this one, and they have made the success in this business, and as a result, they have created a lot of $1 million makers, as you can see on the screen. And currently, they are still continuing to create more and more $1 million makers. around the country. And up to now, they have got like 80% of the Vietnamese market, which is huge, right? Right. So next one, the story about China, with like 1.4 billion um, population. So you can see that this guy Sudong, he also found out the opportunity and he started. Also the same with other stories. They found out the pre-market opportunity and they started. So that's why made him like very successful. Okay, so this one is the most important thing about the story today. The India opportunity, which is like coming very soon in 2025. Also, India is one of the country with like the most population in the world, 1.4 billions. Okay, so you can imagine that comparing to other countries, India is one of the biggest market that we need to focus on. So the key thing here is that you need to position yourself because now is the time, is the perfect time to start. Because once the market opens in India, there will be like so many people who start the business as well. So the earlier that you start, the bigger piece of cake you will get from the market. So you can see it from here. Why we introduced the system to you? Because you can see that we, the BG ecosystem, we have like all the online platform that can help you. We have the global partners, we have the business tools, and we also have like a lot of summits. We have a lot of like Zoom like today, and a lot of online meetings that can help you to start your business. And you can see here, BZ ecosystem is like a 27 years experience group that built the global teams already, right? So grab the opportunities. Okay, talk to the person who like introduced you to this Zoom today, and talk to those people about like how you can start the business. Okay, so we have more Zoom meetings during the week that you can join. You can see here on Saturday, March the 29th, or Tuesday, April the 1st. So please note this time so that you can join more and find out more information. Thank you very much for joining us today. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome to our BG Global Summit of 2025. Now, today, not tomorrow, not the next day, not next month. The time is now.
Các bạn sẽ đánh thức nó dậy.
So be a part of this journey. Be a part of BG. Let's create history. EEC that has conquered the world.
Recording stopped.
All the kings had their queens on the throne. We will pop champagne and raise our toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Can't live without me. You wanna, but you get na. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own. I can feel my body shake. There's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No damsel in distress, don't need to save me. Once I start breathing fire, you can't tame me. And with your head. Gonna change